Good morning. This is White Raptor News Ministries. All praise and glory to the mighty Most High, our Creator's one God. Blessings to you, the children of Israel, and the stranger that is among us. We've been rolling through Genesis here for the last couple of weeks, probably about 3 weeks now. We've made it through about 10 chapters. Well, we're starting on chapter 10 today. And these are the accounts of Noah's children after they'd come off the ark. We briefly spoke about Noah getting off of the ark after the Lord had commanded him to do all these things. He commanded him to build the ark. He commanded his family to bring food aboard the ark for all of the beasts and all of the animals that were on the ark, both clean and unclean. And then Noah, without any command from the Lord at all, gets right off of the ark, builds an altar, and kills an animal. So, questionable on that. Starting at chapter 10 up here. This is the accounts of Shem, Ham, and Jepheth, Noah's sons who had sons after the flood. 2. The sons of Jepheth were Gomer, Magog, and this is what we're always talking about, the Magog War. End time, the Magog Wars. Gomer, Magog, Medai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer, here, dropping down now, Ashkenaz, Jepheth, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan are Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. Like rodents. From these, the maritime people spread out into their territories. Now we're going into maritime law. By their clans, with their nations, each with its own language. So everything was wiped off of the earth, and yet why are all these different languages still in existence then? Right? Noah and his family should have all spoke one language. So regardless of where they went, now all of a sudden we got languages. You got to start questioning the Bible, folks. You have to do so. All right? The sons of Ham were Cush, Egypt. Well, we know that this is a state, folks. Put in canon. And this here is the Canaanite law. Noah's Ark is starting to look like a bunch of shit. That's what I'm saying. You understand? All these people that are supposed to be righteous, supposed to be prophets of special chosen children of the Lord, and everything that's come into existence came from Noah's Ark. This is a pretty fucking shitty plane for a family, 3 families that were supposed to be upright and righteous before the Lord. If they were upright and righteous before the Lord, why weren't their children raised upright and righteous before the Lord? Got to start asking these things, man. The sons of Cush, Sheba, Havilah, Saptah, Roma, and Septaka. That's where the sons of Ham, and through the canon law, the sons of Cush, the sons of Cush are Sheba, Havilah, Saptah, Rama, and Saptaka. The sons of Ramah are Sheba and Dedan. Dedan, huh? Sounds to me like a dead end. We are under a spell, folks, and this language is very crafty. Okay? It's dirty, man. The English language is a crafty and dirty language, folks. It's bad. Cush was the father of Nimrod. We all know who Nimrod was. He was a king. Okay? Who became a mighty warrior on the earth. A warrior? Hold on. So we're... Shit. Bam, we're at warriors really quick. And we're at chapter 10 here. Noah and his family are just coming off of the ark. Really? Give me a second here. Sorry about that. I was kind of feeling a little claustrophobic. The camera was a little bit too close to me. Who was a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Well, what's a hunter? Something that kills. Okay? Wasn't a mighty man who pulled fruit off of a tree and just ate the fruits. You see, this plane, folks, we've been lied to. This plane of existence turned mankind, the Satan, the devil. He is the flesh eater. This world is a vampire. So what do I mean when I say the world is a vampire? I mean this.
The world is a vampire.
Set the drain, secret destroyer.
Hold you up to the flames.
So the Smashing Pumpkins, they're singing it right in front of your face. The world is a vampire. This place here is death, man. Folks, this place is a shithole. We are born into death. Being born into this world is the first death. Okay? So a hunter is somebody that kills. So now we have a killer. We have Noah who's sacrificing animals already. We're 10 freaking chapters in, and we got warriors, and we got Canaanite law, we got maritime law, we got shit coming in. How did it happen so fast? And I want you to ask yourself a question. If the world was wiped out just 4,000 years ago, and everything came from four families, with Noah and his wife. So you have four families, and we're taught that everything that came into existence after the flood came from those four families. And with the war, the death, the famine, the lies, the killing, the overdoses, the drugs, the heart attacks, all the death that exists inside of this world that's going on, how do you get to 9 billion people in 4,000 years? Bring me an accountant. Bring me anybody who can, Isaac, Einstein, or anyone that can do the math and project those numbers and show me how you get to 9 billion people on the face of this earth in 4,000 years. You can't. That's why it says there were Nephilim in those days and thereafter. They were never wiped off the face of the earth, folks. Noah's Ark is a fouled up story, man. You hear what I'm saying? I challenge anybody. I can prove it. I'm going to prove it to you, man. Everything I say comes from the Spirit. All praise and glory to the Creator. No one else, not me. No praise, nothing to me. I don't want it. Rap said the other day in his video, man, I don't want it. I don't want the praise. I don't want the glory. All I want is the souls to turn back to the Lord, the Spirit, the Creator, man. To repent to the Spirit and turn back. Okay, it was a mighty hunter before the Lord. This is why he said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter. So Nimrod was a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first center of his kingdom was Babylon. Oh my goodness gracious. The first kingdom. Isn't Babylon kind of a bad word? I mean, not just a place, but they use it in reference to the whore, a Babylon whore. So now we have the Babylon whore. Right? Uruk, Akkad, and Calneh in Shinar. From the land he went to Assyria, where he built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Irikahal, and Shinar. Sorry, this is Ir. My fault. Too close. And then Kala. Okay? And Rezin, which is between Nineveh and Kala, which is the great city. Now, some of you may say I'm reaching on all this and everything as we move into the middle part of chapter 10, following the lineages of Shem, Ham, and Jepheth. Okay, Egypt was the father of the Ludites. Okay, and we know what Egypt is. Egypt is a state. It's a country. The Anamites, the Lehibites, the Nephites. You might think I'm reaching here. The Nephu. The T is silent here, folks. It's not Nephtu. Okay? It's Nephu Heights. The Nephu Heights. The Pathrusites. The Cusluhites. From the Philistines came. And Captatories. The Captorites. Sorry. Sometimes my own handwriting is pretty difficult to read. Canaan was the father of Sidon. We know that where Sidon is. His firstborn, and the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Hittites. Like what? Hitmen? Huh? What are these? Jesus? Jebusites? The Jebus? The Jebusites? The Amorites? What are we talking about? What am I reaching for here, man? Warriors are being born, folks. Can't you see it? Look at the words inside of the words, man. That's the way the language was created. The word had a meaning, and then they extended that word, and then they extended that word, and then they extended that word. See, these are a bunch of two-letter words inside of a word, inside of a language that is a secret language that none of us, we know. I'm just now learning it. I'm just now starting to decipher the breakdown of our language. I've only been doing this for 3 years now. I don't claim to know everything about the Bible. I claim to know the Lord. I claim to know the Spirit today. I claim that I worship and put my heart, my mind, and my soul to the Spirit every day, every morning, every night. All of it. Okay, the Girgashites, the Havites. What would that be? That would be a hive right there. Because we live in a hive, folks. Okay? The Archites. And what do they call those in the providence of Israel today? They're Jews, right? And what do they call Jews? They call them kikes. Okay? The Archites. I know, I'm reaching. You can call me on it. Listen, I'm just throwing ideas out there for you. If anybody has information to share with me, I'm ears open. And I'm not a numbnut, man, that says, oh, that shit's stupid, man. You know how often I get that on I can walk up to somebody and ask them straight up what a parable means in the Bible, and they'll say, you know, I really don't know. And then I'll tell them what the parable means, and they'll say, that's not what it means. How the hell could somebody respond like that? No, I don't know what it means. Oh, that's not what it means. That's a psychopath, man. That's a man's train that has come off the track that says that, man. Okay, Later, the Canaanites, the clans scattered, and the borders reached from Sidon towards Gerar as far as Gaza, and then towards Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. Okay, so now everything's starting to be developed. Don't you feel that this story is just like progressing, like whew, it's just moving so fast and so forward? I mean, In 10 chapters now, we have all these families that are coming from simply Shem, Ham, and Jepheth. Got to start questioning this stuff. Again, how did 9 billion people get here in 4,000 years with all the wars, plagues, death, heart attacks, everything that you take into account, the world being a vampire, people getting hit by cars. The death is death, 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 death. So how do you get to 9 billion people in 4,000 years if everything was wiped off the face of the earth? I'll tell you how. You don't. They weren't wiped off the face of the earth. The Nephilim were there in those days and after. The Nephilim were there in those days and after. The Nephilim were never wiped off the face of the earth. You understand? If there's any truth at all to the story of Noah's Ark, then there were a white race of people that got on that ark with Noah. One of his sons and daughters might have been a white man, a Gentile white man that married one of his daughters or something. It's the only way that we could have fell into all this nastiness so fast, folks. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and their languages. Oh, now we got languages. Now, I don't understand that. Hold on. We haven't even fell into the Tower of Babel yet, man. How do we have different languages going on? Oh, shit, they screwed that one up, man. You see, when you read the Bible, these are the questions that come to my mind. The story of Babylon comes later, so everything up to that time should have spoke one language, as it says in that story of Babel. Everybody spoke one language. So now we have languages. Damn, I bust you guys up with your lies in this damn story, man. Huh? Different languages in their territories and their nations. Oh, now we got the nations. It's not saying what they are, but we know that the nations are the Gentile nations. All right? Sons were also born to Shem, whose older brothers was Jepheth and Jepheth. I must have missed something right there because it looks like I'm missing Ham. Jepheth and Ham. His older brothers were Jepheth and Ham. Sorry, I missed that. Okay? Shem was the ancestors, all the sons of Eber. Okay? The sons of Shem were Elam, Ashar, Arphaxad. Ain't this, and when I see this word Arphax, it just makes me for some reason think of a fax machine. You see how the words are being used and created and stuff? We're talking a devil language. So when we speak, we're speaking devil's names all the time. It's true, man, whether you understand that or not. I don't care what you guys know or think you know. The Spirit's put it on me. This is what's coming from my mouth. This is what's being said. Lud and Aram. Those were the children of Shem. Okay, the sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Geter. Oh, let's get her. Let's get her, man. Get her. Yeah, because that's what everybody's doing on this plane of existence. They're getting her. Yeah, they are. And Meshach. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah was the father of Eber. I had a mad crush on a girl in school. Her name was Sheila, but it's spelled Shiela. And this is a man anyways. This isn't a woman. Okay, and Shelah, the father of Eber. The two sons born to Eber, one was named Peleg. Peleg almost sounds like plague. One was named the Peleg, because his time on earth was divided. His brother's name was Jotam. Okay, we're going to close out chapter 10 here. Jotam was the father of Almadad, Sheleph, Hazamath, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimiel, Sheba, Orphir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. Now, I realize that a lot of people don't like to read the Bible, this part of the Bible and stuff, because we can't pronounce half the frickin' names anyway. So if anybody wants to, throw it in the comment section, the phonetic spelling for these, if you heard me mispronounce any of them, you're more than welcome. I'm not proud, folks. I'm just reading the Bible to you, man. We're floating through this together, man. Doing it out of the heart, doing it for the Spirit. That's what we do it for. It's the only reason why I do it. I do it for my own salvation, and I do it hopefully to bring you true salvation. This is why I do what I do. The region where they live stretched to Mesha, towards Shephar, in the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem in their languages, in territories, and nations. And it got a little... Hey, I'm going to hit you with something here that's going to blow your mind. Languages again. Here we go. Their languages. Why is not all the families speaking the same language? I'm lost here, man. Noah got on that ark. If their languages were already different, they must have already knew how to speak other languages. They must have known how to speak multiple languages. Maybe the wives, maybe none of them spoke the same language, man. They were just, doing the whole coochie thing, man. You look good. You look good. You look good. You look good. Yeah, you look good. You guys are probably you're probably getting PO'd right now and saying, this guy is talking some smack about Noah and his family. Well, I'm getting ready to give you the smackdown right now. Right here in one word, and I'm going to put it to you straight. These are the clans of Noah's sons according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these, all nations spread out over the earth after the flood. Right here is the word craft. Nations. These are the United Nations. The story's not true, folks. If the story was true, then God put evil on that ark. Because everything on this plane of existence is frickin' as evil as it could possibly be, man. We've been lied to. Evil was never wiped off the face of this earth. It's always been here. It was part of God's creation. He saw that evil was good for its purpose. Not that he likes evil. He's going to destroy evil. Anybody who wants to fall into that line and do evil acts is going to burn in the hellfire. So the nations here are all the Gentile. It's the nations that spread all over the earth after the flood. I mean, there was no flood. I don't care what anybody says. But it's the nations that have been spread all over the earth. And the languages have always been here because God created the United Nations and they all had their languages already. Yeah. This Gentile boy has learned how to read the Bible from the Spirit. The Spirit of God put it on me. When he ripped them scales from my eyes, they bled. They're still bleeding. My eyes bleed every day from what I know and what I share with you. All praise and glory to the mighty Most High. Our Creator is one God. There is none like him. Put your hand in the air. Bow your head. Our Father, our Creator, the Spirit that moves all things in place. I bow down only to you who are one God. There is none with you, beside you, no partners, no Batman, no Robin, no nothing, Lord. It's just you, your almighty presence, your grace, your power. You are the one that has possession over all things. All things are underneath your command. One Lord, one Savior, a Spirit. Shalom. This is White Raptor News Ministries.